Assalamu alaikum students. This lecture is about sustainable textiles. This is the continuation of our previous lecture in which we discussed about sustainability in different aspects of life and its importance. During this lecture we will discuss about sustainability with special reference to textile. We will also discuss about role of a designer along with the 3 R's concept related to sustainability or a sustainable design. I like to proudly mention that all the pictures of artwork and process which I have used in this lecture are taken from the semester work of textile product design students from Department of Design at the premises of National Textile University, Faisalabad. Waste management is a big issue in developing countries like Pakistan. If we group the waste into different categories, then textile and plastic will be the major section in Pakistan. The reason of which is that mostly Pakistanis are unconcerned with the environmental issue. This can also be due to the lack of education, unawareness, or carefree concern of people. Scavengers in Pakistan collect almost all the metal, glass, paper, and about 60% of the plastic waste, but they are not concerned with textile waste. All these collected waste are sold to local kabadiyas or scrap dealers, which sort and clean materials before selling to middlemen, contract or factories. You can buy plastic and paper at the rate of 30 per kg, glass is at rupees 5 per kg, and metal is at about rupees 60 per kg from Kabar market. This is the situation of waste. And when we talk about textile waste, with special reference to our city of Faisalabad, we are surrounded by the mountains of textile waste in different forms at the places like Chamra Mandi in Faisalabad, Lal Mill or Cotton Mill, at different fair prices, areas of different textile industries. In these areas you will find the waste in all forms, like waste of knitted fabric, it can be cotton fabric, printed, lawns, cutting off elastics, waste cutting off laces, buttons and different accessories. The rate of this textile waste depends upon the condition of availability. In these markets you will find the waste of textile in a form of tiny swatches to open fabric which is available in yards or meters. As we have discussed in our earlier lectures that sustainability is a process of reducing or eliminating the harm to the environment. It can be due to careful planning, using natural resources, or providing design solutions. Sustainability in textile is important as textile sector is a major contributor of pollution in the environment due to the excessive use of water, air emission, odor, noise, pollution, and also in producing harmful toxins. According to a research, a single cotton t-shirt requires 700 gallons of water during its processing. A textile product is thought to be eco-friendly or sustainable if it is manufactured, used and disposed in a manner that would not harm the environment when compared to a product that was manufactured and used without any environmental concerns. How much textile waste is created by the global garment industry or by Pakistani garment industry? The answer to this question is unknown. We can make an educated guess or we can describe where in production cycle textile waste is generated and where leftover is produced. But there are no exact figures available to this question. Regardless the importance of this issue, very little research is explored in this regard. The textile and apparel product impact the environment at every point, keeping in mind the product life cycle. One of the biggest challenges of Pakistan is a lack of resources or high cost of raw materials. These both will be catered by careful and smart planning. The overall situation is not good, but admitting the problem is always the first step to solve it. Now, slowly the consumer are becoming conscious about the impacts of selected products on environment. There is different form of waste which is resulted from textile industry. And when we talk about leftover, we mean that material left over directly from the product. This may be fabrics, it can be accessories like buttons, zips or etc. And all these leftover material that is wasted can be easily used somewhere else as a resource. And if we divided the waste into proper sections, then there will be three categories. One is production waste, second is pre-consumer waste, and the third is post-consumer waste. Production waste include all of the waste which is a result of production processes. This can be in a form of fiber, yarn, some flock material, cloth scraps, fabric cut-off, salvages, etc. It also includes the waste after cutting process when the fabric is cut according to some pattern or shape or after marker. The second category, pre-consumer waste, include all the articles which are unsold due to some problem. The articles may be unsold due to fast fashion or some damaged products. The third category, post-consumer waste, include the waste which is result after wearing of customer. It may be damaged due to wearing or it get out of fashion, not liked by the consumer anymore. There are few current practices in relation to utilization of textile waste. It can either enter into the solid waste stream and end up in nothing, just a landfill. Secondly, it can be converted into energy to power the manufacturing processes. Third, it can be sold to a textile waste recycler who may process it into fiber or that can made into a new recycled fabrics. The third option is not very much liked by the textile industry, as the production cost and the cost during manufacturing process is so high, then the resulted product is not very much profit oriented. The resulted recycled yarn or fabric is not very much high in quality, or also due to electricity cost, it is not very much liked by the industry in Pakistan. When we talk about the pre-consumer waste, which may be result of some damage or fast fashion movement, it can be disposed of in four ways. Like it can be sent directly to the company for which it is designed and sell it in same company fair price shop. It can be sent as donation or as a charity, or it can be sent directly to landfill by retailers, but this option is not the popular one as pre-consumer waste still has some resale value as it is a complete product. Or the last one, it can be sold to other outlets who resell it. And this fourth option is popular in Pakistan, especially if we talk about the case of knitted t-shirts in Pakistan. Shopkeepers normally purchase stocks from brands or directly from the textile industry which remain unsold due to some reason or damage. It can be a little cut on the t-shirt which may be a result of clipping or packing process. They normally fix the cut with embroidery pattern or by adding some tag on the damaged area and again resell it easily. When we talk about post-consumer waste, which may be result due to change in preference or liking, the product is wanted no more. This is a common practice in our society that we donate such waste to normally people working at our home or send it as a charity. But in West, people send it to second-hand shops where other consumers purchase it normally. They have proper brands which sell second-hand clothing, and they are very much popular among people. In Pakistan, we don't have second-hand clothing shops. These are normally offered in Sunday or Friday bazaars. However, there are few brands which are working online which provide second-hand clothing for use. But in our society, there is a stigma involved in using second-hand clothing. Mostly people don't like it. When we calculate in percentage, the percentage of post-consumer waste is very high in comparison with other types of waste. Students, here come the role of a designer. Firstly, you need to understand that sustainability is not an option, it's the need of today. As you know, due to population growth and increase in demand, it is not wise to reduce production. But we can reduce our waste by proper planning and awareness. So, it is the collective responsibility of designers and engineers to innovate and promote eco-friendly product. Designers can play a very positive role by influencing the consumers or by bringing their attention to the problems created by textile waste, which in turn pushes the textile recycling industry and fashion industry towards more socially just and environmentally responsible practices. Designers can also tackle the massive problem of textile waste by reducing the amount of discarded material going to landfill. Areas of application of sustainable garments or home textile is very vast. Sustainable textile can be a designer's theme-based garment. It can be an accessory item like a handbag or maybe a textile jewelry article, or it can be a home textile product like blanket, quilts, throws. It can be a cushion, table linen items, or a wall panel. Most of all, capturing the world of art, it can be a fabric sculpture or a stuffed toy. Students, now we will discuss about 3 R's of sustainability in textile or design. The 3 R's are reduce, reuse, and recycle. The goal of this design approach is to prevent waste and conserve natural resources. According to current scenario of the world, the recycling of textile waste can serve as a means of providing solution to many economic, environmental and social issues of the world. The first concept in 3 R's is reduce. It deals with the concept of reducing what is produced and what is consumed. The simple logic to understand this is if there is less waste, then there is less to recycle or to reuse. This step begins with the examination of what you are using and what it is used for. It is achieved by buying a less stuff, by a true evaluation of what is needed. One approach related to this is also to buy green products. Designers and engineers collectively innovate smart processes and smart designs which reduce the use of raw material or energy consumed. So, reduce the amount of Earth's resources as long as you can. The second one is reuse. Fast fashion is a very important factor in producing textile waste. Fashion moves like windstorms and it changes from season to season. Change of fashion is not only seen in apparels but also in home textile. So instead of throwing it away, you can convert it into some another useful product. The third one is recycling. Recycling involves recovering the valuable raw material from a product, either by using mechanical or chemical recovery processes and converting it into new products. During recycling process, the fiber produced by recycling process are weaker. To improve the quality, they can be blended with other stronger fibers to achieve a quality product. There are different methods for textile recycling: mechanical, chemical, and thermal recovery. Considering the diversity of textile material, waste and forms, different techniques and technology of waste recycling must work together in order to achieve a noticeable impact on recycling.